Hey, what's up everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so the Lakers and the Nuggets play again. Game 4, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. Lakers down 0-3 in the series. This could be the end. We have had double-digit leads in all three of these games. We have lost all three of these games. We're up by 10 in the first one, up by 20 in the second one, up by 12 in the third one. And they all went the same way. We ended up coming out of the locker room in the third quarter, playing stand-around offense, and it doesn't work. It's the same thing. We unravel in the third quarter. For whatever reason, the Lakers have the inability to play the same way in both halves. And as a result, the Denver Nuggets adjust to whatever they saw coming out of the locker room and out-execute us as usual. This is 11 straight losses to the same Nuggets team that we're seeing tonight. Tonight we make it 12, and that would include the Western Conference Finals where we were swept, and of course this year where we were swept as well, and in the 3 games we played them this season, and then before last year's Western Conference Finals, it was a game we had lost. I don't really know. I'm already in off-season mode, to be honest with you guys. If the Lakers win this game, I'll be happy that we, made it to May, so to speak. But that's about as far as it really goes, as far as my hope is concerned. No team in the NBA has ever come back from an 0-3 deficit. It's been done in hockey. It's been done in baseball, all within my lifetime. That's the good thing. You've seen it, but not in this sport. And not against a team that just won an NBA championship for sure. So, I just think that the Lakers need to be a lot more disciplined for 48 minutes. You got to not take chances. You got to be structured on the floor properly. And I've seen so many analysts break down the mistakes that the Lakers have made on the floor. And I just understand that we're not there. And sorry about that. Try to adjust it with my hand. And I honestly think the Lakers have kind of not practiced enough. That's what it really came down to when I was watching some of those breakdowns. It just looked like these are things that you work out when you practice. And throughout the course of the season, I said this team needs to practice more. They just need to. They need to structure their organize themselves a bit better. And it's not going to be a one-time-a-week type of thing. And I know that people say, well, the NBA doesn't practice as much and this, that, and the third. But some teams need to practice more than others. One thing that works for the next team doesn't work for this team. If this team has a young coach and a bunch of players that are young and don't necessarily have the highest IQ, then you got to practice more than a team like the Denver Nuggets, who's been together for 8 years and only added a few pieces. You can't say, well, the league doesn't practice as much. You need to practice more because you have a longer learning curve. And so these are the type of things. It's like I don't think the Lakers really do themselves any favors when they run out there, trot this unit out, and then only practice like once a week. Taking days off, or we're taking off to this, we're taking off for that, or we need to conserve energy. Look where you're at. You're underperforming against the same team you always lose to. You're not sharp out there. When analysts break down what the mistakes are, you've made plenty of them. This guy's out of position that way. This guy's playing the defense the wrong way. He's shading the guy to the left instead of shading him down the middle type stuff. It's like, dog, this comes from becoming more used to your teammates, more used to what needs to happen, working on your craft a lot more than you do. And it shows. The team's just not as sharp as the other teams. And as a result, we're getting beaten in embarrassing ways. The return to repetition and practice needs to be present next season. That's it. Or you could continue to run out there a lesser talented team, regardless of who you put on the floor. If they're not sharp, they're going to get beat by a team like Denver, who doesn't have this problem, man. You're going to play them the wrong way from possession to possession, and they're going to beat you. You're going to run stuff out there that doesn't help you on the offensive end, and you're going to make it easy for the defense. Stand around offense is what I saw in the third quarter, game 3. Guys standing on the perimeter, giving the ball to either Bron or D'Lo, and asking them to make a move. Giving the ball to AD and asking them to make a move, while the defense gets to hone in on them and collapse on them. And it's just like, yo, if that's going to be your offense, of course you're going to get beaten. It's the highest level of basketball there is. You got to run stuff that is going to make the defense move around or have to think or have to, you watch the Denver Nuggets, they're running us through 3 and 4 picks on each play. Our guys are standing on the corner, standing around. Sometimes the ball's not even moving side to side. You're just giving it to one person and asking them to go. I mean, it's stupid, man. It's stupid. And that's what I've seen in all 3 of these third quarters. Just stupid basketball. And as a result, you get beaten. It's not rocket science. In the first half, you got Anthony Davis going, nuts in the first half. He's hitting all kinds of shots in the first half. LeBron James driving at the rim. In game 2, D'Lo had like 5 threes in the first half. All of this is going on, and then you come out of the locker room and stand around. And then let's not even get into the rotation issues and the coaches' unwillingness to put size on the floor. I guess he wakes up in the morning and decides he don't want to play Jackson Hayes in this series. You're not big enough to not. You want to run Taurean Prince at the power forward position against Aaron Gordon, and you wonder why your team is getting out rebounded. You wonder why he's getting his career high in points for the playoffs. I mean, this type of stuff is like, nah, man. This is what you get when you do things this way. And Darvin Ham refused to change his ways, so he gonna go down with the ship. Whatever cliche he can think of. Well, that's a great team over there. Oh, it's a make or miss league. Oh, you better do better or you're gonna get beaten. That's it. It's amazing to me how fantastic he articulates his words, but when it's time to put together a basketball unit that can actually match up with the team that's coming at him, nothing. Like, maybe you should just do a podcast, Darvin, because that's where your talent actually lies. You don't skip a beat when it's time to give us a cliche. You don't skip a beat when it's time to articulate your thoughts. But out there on that court, you ain't giving us nothing, man. And it's been like that for 2 straight years, bro. 2 straight years getting beaten by the same team. And for me, it's like, yo, I'm not interested in even really seeing any more of him next season. If we get beat tonight, I expect for them to fire him tomorrow. I really do, man. So for me, if you've been following my content, we've been talking about the offseason, we've been talking about free agency, we've been talking about what we want to do with our draft picks and things like that. Because the Denver Nuggets have beaten us in these games the same way each and every time. They out-execute us down the stretch to take advantage of what we're prone to do when we come out of that locker room, which is stand around, play poor defense, and allow them the size advantage. That's how they beat us. And then when it comes down to the last final minutes of the game, they just hit better shots. They hit more shots than we do. They are a higher percentage shooting team down the stretch of these games in the fourth quarter. So that's basically what I expect to see tonight, man. That's what they've done to us. That's the formula for beating this Laker team, and we ain't figured it out. So, maybe we get a game tonight, hold serve, maybe have some pride in winning this game on our home floor, but it really hasn't mattered where the game is. It could be in altitude, it could be in LA. They're still running the same stuff. We're still running the same stuff, and it still ends in the same results. So, I don't know, man. I'd imagine our guys are going to go out there, have some fight in the first half, and then the Denver Nuggets are going to go on a run, and then we're going to fold. That's just how this has gone for 11 straight times, man. We always come out with a fast start against this team. Denver's not playing particularly well, which, you know, hasn't hurt them at all against us. It really hasn't. And, you know, it's just one of those situations where I would imagine we're going to see a better Jamal Murray tonight than we've seen all series. I'd imagine Jokic's going to put up his numbers. Triple-double, all that. I just expect the Denver Nuggets to play well tonight. Porter's probably going to go for 20 or something like that. It's just what to expect when your team continues to have the same result every single night, doing the same things every single time. It just doesn't work. You know? So, maybe they give us something else, but I think most of the analysts agree with me when I say I expect to be swept tonight. And I don't expect my team to do anything other than what we've done. We probably come out with a 10-point, 12-point lead, probably give it right back. It's just how this has gone. So we'll watch the game, man. We're poised to be surprised if they shock the world and get a game in this series. We'll be ready for Game 5. But guys look checked out in the last game. You got D'Lo eating and checking his phone after going 0 for 6 or something like that in the last game. You got Anthony Davis talking about he don't know what he's doing on both sides of the floor, trying to, you know, reiterate his displeasure with the coaching. You got Bron saying, yo, this is just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball. Like, this don't mean nothing or something. I mean, it's just, yo, people are checked out, man. However this goes, they checked out. And the Laker fans and our colors and our legends deserve better from everybody who put together this year. From top all the way to the last final guy. We deserve better. And it's a shame that guys like Max Christie and Jackson Hayes couldn't play. It's a shame that Vanderbilt and Vincent and Wood have missed most of the, if not all of the season, Reddish. But those are excuses that, quite honestly, don't have anything to do with why we're losing these games in this fashion. We're losing these games in this fashion because people are not playing smart basketball. They're not playing smart basketball because they're not locked in and they're not practicing enough, and they're not being coached properly as to what they need to be doing. And they're not able to improvise with the leadership that's supposed to be down there to help that happen in real time. The team is not good enough at all. And that's what I want to say. I just don't think this team is good enough. I'm already past them. I'm ready to make some changes. And, you know, I'm glad that the NBA has made it so that you got to play 4 games. But I think it's ever so clear that the outcome of these playoffs, if a team goes 0-3, no one's ever come back from 0-3 deficit to win the series. You kind of know when it's over through 3 games. You kind of know that it's over through 3 games, right? So, I don't know. We'll see what happens tonight. Hopefully they can gain some pride, gain some respect, get over the hump before the end of the season with this Denver team so we're not carrying a 12-game losing streak against the Denver Nuggets into the next season. That's all we can really hope for at this point. 1 game at a time. If you really want to be the optimistic one, get 1 game, maybe get another, that kind of thing. We'll see. But like I said, the team looked checked out to me. And I'm pretty sure the fans will be ready to go at Crypto.com tonight. The Lakers will be wearing their Saturday whites. Denver Nuggets will be wearing their road black unis with Denver on the front of them. And that's what it is, man. I'm not even pessimistic. I'm over this. I'm over this. It's been one of the worst seasons in my lifetime of watching Laker basketball. Bottom 5 worst season. It's just sucked all the way through, and it's ending the way I thought it would unless this team finds a way to win tonight's basketball game. And that's it, man. I was not a fan of this unit this year. I did not like the coaching. The schedule was a little difficult to deal with all the back-to-backs, and just wasn't a great season, man. It really wasn't. It has not been. And so we'll just wait this out, man. It's 5:30. We'll line up against the Denver Nuggets again and try to get over the hump. They'll try to get over the hump. We'll see if the team has any heart in them to do so. If not, then we will remember them as the team that didn't have it, that could not gain their respect. No matter how many times they played the same team over and over again and lost the same exact way, they went out without any respect. That's exactly how I'm going to remember this unit. They just didn't have any heart, no respect for themselves. They couldn't gain our respect for our colors. They didn't care enough to do enough. They didn't care enough to make changes when they needed to, or weren't intelligent enough to. I don't know, but whatever it was, they're to be thrown away. Truly. Truly. And like I said before in the previous videos, there are some guys on this team that I like, that I'd love to bring back. But the sum of what this thing is made up of needs to be discarded of. And it starts with the head coach. And I hopefully, if things go wrong tonight, there will be no hesitation in regards to making the changes necessary to get us a new team that can actually either compete with the Denver Nuggets or is so bad that we can get the first overall pick very soon. But honestly, since we don't have our pick next year, assuming New Orleans leaves us this pick this season, with the pick swap made for Anthony Davis several years back to complete the trade that we made for him, tanking next year could be the worst thing in the world. So, whatever the case may be, I just hope that this team is different next year. I hope that. I hope that is very different. If we lose tonight's game and then indeed go into the offseason having lost to the Denver Nuggets for 12 straight times in a row, I am over this unit. So that's my attitude going into game 4. It really is, man. I'm not the rah-rah, let's fight. I'm the, yo, you ain't got no fight in you. It shows. If you want to go out there and prove me wrong, hopefully I can give you bulletin board material that could inspire you to do that. But the reality is, if you don't believe in yourself, it's going to be hard for me to believe in you as a basketball team. If you ain't going to do things that make any damn sense, it's hard for me to feel any pride in watching you play, especially when you run around the uniform that I've rooted for my entire life. I'm kind of frustrated with you, to be honest. It's not about me sitting up here saying, well, get behind my guys no matter what. No, I'm getting behind my colors and getting those guys out of them. That's what it is. That's how my fandom actually works. You got to support the team. You know, the team got to support me. The team got to represent itself properly. You got to represent the past properly. And we've won so many damn championships with so many different units. I'm not about to just let any old body put on my colors and then run out there and be bad and not do enough or whatever it is. And then just be like, I believe in them. No, I don't. I believe in the colors. I believe in the past. I believe in what we've done. I believe in the legacy that guys have put forth leading up to this. You don't get to just put on the uniform and discard of that. Be bad, set the bar low, and then expect for me to get behind you like I got behind the champs. Nah, you need to get the hell out of here. And let some real ones put on the uniform. That's how I feel about it. That's how my fandom works. So that's where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at. I'm over this. If this team come out and lose the same way they've been losing, that's going to be the attitude. So nothing will change. But if they win, I'll be happy they do, off the strength of the colors that I represent and the team that I've rooted for my entire life. But this unit has disrespected me as a Laker fan, going out there and being this trash, bro. With these high expectations, they've disrespected us. And so that's exactly how I feel. Disrespected by the Denver Nuggets. They're calling us Laker Daddy, and they've come out there and they've proven it, because these dudes are being dominated by them. That's what it is. And when you say you're the Laker Daddy, that means you're the daddy of all the Lakers who ever came, not just these dudes who putting on the uniform and being trash out there. And that's why it's disrespectful. You are not the Laker Daddy, Mike Malone. You are the unit of the 2023-2024 daddy. And unless they want that to be their legacy, they're going to come out and find a way to get over the hump tonight. But if not, it ain't, you know, I'm going to say it like that. It ain't hurting my feelings. You are their daddy, bro. You just that. Jokic, you guys, you own them dudes, man. And it's sickening, but it's accurate. And it's up to them to do something about it tonight or forfeit the fact that that is the case forever. BDL44, I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.